Assalamualaikum and hello to everyone. Okay, my name is Saiful bin ZAIDI. My metric number CF210269. And today I would like to do a simple presentation about Geoenvironmental Engineering for assignment 1. Thank you Dr. Noorasyikin because give task to me to do it. A major environmental disaster that took place from 1950 to 1979. This tragedy unfolded in Niagara Falls, New York, and remained one of the most notable cases of toxic chemical pollution in US history. Okay, next, the story of Love Canal began with a failed project. Originally, it was intended to be a canal, but construction was halted, leaving the land vacant. In the 1940s and 1950s, Hooker Chemical Company used the unfinished canal as a dump site and burying over 21,000 tons of toxic chemical waste in this area. They later sold the land to the local school board for $1, with a warning about the buried waste, but construction still went ahead. Okay, next, residential development on contaminated land. Despite the warning, home and school were built right over the buried toxic waste. This decision has tragic consequences. As time passed, toxic chemical began seeping into the soil and groundwater, exposing residents to hazardous substances. Families were unknowingly living on top of a massive chemical waste site. Okay, next is a toxic chemical contamination. Love Canal became a toxic time bomb. Over 21,000 tons of hazardous chemicals, including carcinogens like dioxin and benzene, were leaking into the environment. Residents began reporting alarming health issues, including like skin disease, respiratory problem, cancer, and birth defect among children. Okay, for the type of contamination, there were three main types of contamination at Love Canal. First, soil contamination occurred as a chemical leach from the barrel and seeped into the ground. Second, water contamination happened when toxic enter the groundwater, which residents rely on. Finally, air contamination affected the community when toxic gas were released, creating a harmful environment for anyone nearby. Okay, for the impact on residents, the impact on residents was severe. Love Canal pollution led to a health crisis, with increased rate of illness and birth defect reported. Eventually, after many protests and media coverage, the government decided to evacuate thousands of residents. Thus, by the time the damage had already been done, people experienced physiological stress, trauma, and financial loss as they had to abandon their home. Okay, for the action and response, the public outcry led to action. Residents organized protests, demanding immediate help and compensation. In response, President Jimmy Carter declared Love Canal a federal disaster area, making the first time this was done for a man-made disaster. Additionally, the government created the Superfund program, which helped finance the clean up of toxic waste sites across the US. Okay, for the conclusion, Love Canal taught us essential lessons about the need for responsible toxic waste management. This tragedy highlights the importance of environment regulation and protection. It also made people more aware of environment issues and helped drive policy aimed at protecting public health and safety. Love Canal legacy continues to remind us of the consequence of neglecting environmental responsibility. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.